Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. For those of you new here, my name is Donna, and for those of you not new, thank you so much for continuing to come back and support my channel. I appreciate all of you so very much. Today I'm doing the next episode of my Simply Samples series, in which I come to you and talk to you about some samples that I chose out of my sample bins typically a couple weeks ago. Today's video is actually going over the samples that I've been using quite significantly over the last month, because I pulled them right before I went on vacation beginning of September, and I was supposed to upload another Simply Samples video during the time that I was on vacation, and I didn't because I couldn't. There's a lot of racket going on outside. My man and my boy are out there working in the yard, so I apologize if you can hear any of that. But the samples that I had to use this time around are these guys here. I did put in a full size of this and a full size of this. Even though we pulled sample sizes, I did have a full size option that I hadn't opened up and started using yet. So I put the sample size versions of these into my giveaway box that I will be pulling the winner for next week, and just put the full size options in here. So I'm going to go over with you those things, and we are actually going to start with the skincare this time. This is the Drunk Elephant Bee Hydra Intensive Hydration Serum, and this is what it looks like. Just a cute little tiny serum sample here. I think that this was actually nice. Here's what I have written down for it. Number one, Drunk Elephant is a vegan and cruelty-free brand. So if that is what you're going after in your makeup and skincare, then this is a good brand to have. However, it is a little spendy. This is $48 for 1.69 ounces. It is lightweight. It has this really silky feel. The consistency of it is really nice. You guys can see that there. And then you just rub it in, and it really does feel hydrating, I feel like. It's not super liquidy, which was something that I struck an odd place in me, because a lot of the serums that I have are really liquidy. With that being said, I do appreciate it because it does feel like it actually takes the time to sink into your skin and hydrate your skin the way it says it's going to do, instead of just going in and your skin just eats all the liquidiness of it up. It actually sits there and permeates the skin, or at least it feels like it does. I can't really speak to that piece because I think that's very clinical, and I'm not clinical, but it does feel like it's permeating the skin, is giving the skin enough time to soak up that hydration. It says that it improves texture, and it has pineapple, ceramides, B5, and sodium hyaluronate. Yep. The scent to it is very light. It smells very fresh, very clean. There's no added scent to it, so its scent is just a culmination of all the products that are in it to make it. And it is considered clean at Sephora. So what that means is it doesn't include any of the 50 ingredients that Sephora has on a list as like bad juju, and therefore they can become clean. I love the fact that it is a pump, even in the sample size. In the full size, it is also a pump. The full size version is cute, just like this guy, only it is square, and this one is round. I liked it. I'll continue to use it. I don't think that I have very much left in it, honestly. It took a lot. My skin is very I don't think it's dehydrated, but it is dry, so my skin loves the hydrators. It is a little bit tacky. It feels a little bit sticky to the touch once you've put it on your skin, and some people don't like that. But I found that if you went over the top of it with a moisturizer, it really dulled down that stickiness, and you didn't have any after effects of that stickiness. I used it at night. I found it best at night, mostly because of the tackiness of it. But I would say that if you're putting a moisturizer over the top of it, it would probably be fine under makeup as well. The next skincare item, kind of like switching the The price point here is this guy, and it is the Neutrogena Hydra Boost Body Gel Cream with Hyaluronic Acid. And this guy is $21.49 for 1.7 ounces of product. So quite the shift. It's about half the price, and you do get a smidge bit more. These two function very, very similarly. Do I think that it's a dupe for this? No, it does have a little bit different of a consistency, but they function very, very similarly. This one is not cruelty-free, but it is also lightweight. It's got a water-like texture to it. This is what this one looks like. Just a little bit different, right? It does look a little bit more water-based. As a matter of fact, when you put it on the skin, it does kind of create like this water ring around it that you can kind of see. And then you put it into your skin and it just kind of melts in, but still kind of sits there and permeates into the skin like the Drunk Elephant one does. It is less sticky than the Drunk Elephant one does. It does say that it's a body cream, so you can use it wherever you want to, whereas I would feel a little less inclined to use a $48 one anywhere on my body. I did use this one quite a bit on my arms and my legs, especially my legs. It leaves the skin looking hydrated. It does absorb a little bit more quickly than the Drunk Elephant one does, but it also, like I said, does feel like it is permeating your skin differently than a lot of other water gels that I've had in the past. I have used like Clinique Moisture Surge. I feel like I put that on my skin and it just goes right away. This one doesn't. I'm not a huge fan of a lot of Neutrogena products, but I did like this one and I would consider repurchasing it. The thing that I like best about this one versus this one is this full size does come in a pump, just like its sample. This full size comes in a tub. So you're not getting the squeeziness of it. The sanitation piece of it is kind of like iffy. It is non-comedogenic, right? Is that word? Non-comedogenic, so you could wear it under your makeup if you wanted to. I don't know that I wouldn't try that because I have problems with Neutrogena on my face, but it's not tacky. I give it that. It's a lot less sticky than the Drunk Elephant stuff is, and I feel like it would be fine under makeup. Then we have a hair care item, and this is the hair care item. This is the Briogeo Don't Despair Repair Hair Strengthening Oil, and I do have it in my hair today. What I love about this is I feel like it really does help with shininess and frizz. I do start in the middle of my hair and pull it down into my ends here, and my ends sometimes get a little bit frizzy. You guys know I color my hair a lot. The ends of my hair are sometimes a wee bit dry and a little bit frizzy, and it is made for dry and damaged hair, and it is safe for color treated hair. I did find that to be true. My hair is color treated. It also says it's safe for relaxed hair, keratin, and chemically treated hair. I don't know anything about relaxed hair or keratin hair because I've never had those treatments done, but I do know that it has been perfectly fine for me to use over the last month on my hair. Another thing I would say is it doesn't take a whole lot. This I have been using all month long. You guys can see where that line is right there of product and where the top is. It wasn't completely full, but it was pretty full. So 4 weeks of use, and I haven't even went through this vial yet, so I do have quite a bit of product in there. You apply it, you can apply it to damp or dry hair. Today I applied it to dry hair. I think that it works better in damp hair, honestly. It is lightweight. It kind of has this like rose scent to it, which I'm not a huge fan of roses, but it's not overwhelmingly rose to the extent that I can't stand it. So there's that. It doesn't take much of a rose scent for me to absolutely hate the item, so I don't mind it. It's not bad. And Briogeo is one of my favorite hair care products, so I'm really happy to have one of their oils in my life. And honestly, if you're going to purchase this product and use that oil, I might, you know, use it after a wash and right before I go to bed. I feel like that gives its chance to really get in and help with the shine and the frizziness and the just overall, like maybe even curl of your hair. It is $30 for 1 ounce of product. I feel like that's a little bit on the expensive side, but most of Briogio's items are a little bit on the expensive side. And then I had 3 makeup items. The first is this. It is the Urban Decay All-Nighter makeup setting spray. You guys, this is a full-size item. Like I said in the intro, the product that I pulled was the sample size item of this, but I do have this in full size. It is one of my holy grail makeup setting sprays, and I'll go into that in a minute. So I did put the sample size of this into the box, which I am giving away. This Urban Decay All-Nighter makeup setting spray, this is a cruelty-free and vegan brand. It has an amazing spritzer on it, you guys. It's just super micro fine spritzer. I love the spritzer on this. That's probably one of the biggest selling points for me on this. It doesn't have a hugely amazing smell, but it doesn't have an awful smell either. I think it smells very, a little bit like a subdued, like, hairspray smell, but not like a bad hairspray. Does that make any sense? So not like your Aquanet, but maybe like your IGK. It is weightless. It's great for all skin types. It does say that it's long lasting, up to a 16-hour wear. I can attest to that. I know I have worn it on my makeup before when I'm out traveling, and typically when I'm out traveling, like my day starts at like 5 a.m. I'm putting on makeup. I don't take it off at night until 10 or 11, sometimes 12. So I can attest to that 16-hour wear, because I do know that when I am using this setting spray, it lasts forever. I might find, you know, some places on my nose or maybe my chin where it's worn off, but that's if I'm excessively touching my face. These days, I'm not sure, because I'm not really wearing foundation when I go to work these days. I just do my eyes, call it good, put a mask on, we're good to go. So I don't know how it's holding up against, say, a mask, but I do know that on a typical makeup day that you're not going anywhere, you're not wearing a mask, you're not, you know, and you need your makeup to last, this is it. So that is why it is my holy grail item. I have a few of these. I continue to repurchase this. This is $33 for 4 ounces, which is, again, a little bit on the more expensive side. But I do have, you know, some really great makeup sprays that are compensatory. Not my favorite, but compensatory, that they all roughly run around in that $30 to $35 range. So it's not unheard of for a decent setting spray. The next item I have here is this. It is the Tarte Jelly Glaze Mask. This is what it looks like. It's just a, I mean, truly the tiniest sample. It's smaller than a pinky finger, and I was honestly really kind of disappointed to see this as a sample that came in one of my Ipsies. But what I will say about it is, even though it's tiny, it be mighty. I think that you could get a ton of uses out of this. This might as well be a full-size version, because I have used it for a solid month and it's barely tapped into. This does come in 3 different tints. I do have the strawberry jelly tint, and it is kind of like a almost a red, well, it does show up as kind of like a red pink, but this is what it looks like in there. And then as you like shear it out onto your lips, it doesn't leave a awful tint, that is it, but that masking part is so nice, and it smells like strawberries. It smells so good. It kind of reminds me of I don't know, something from my childhood, like maybe a lip smackers or something. It contains avocado, jojoba, and argan oils. It also has hyaluronic acid and marine plant extracts for all the moisture to come into your lips. The hyaluronic acid, I know, pulls moisture out of the air and puts it into the parts of your skin that you have it on, so I love that about this. What I would say is it is kind of thick. It is super thick. It's not super sticky, though. I would say it's not sticky, but it is thick, so it could feel sticky, if that makes any sense. It is a cruelty-free, vegan, and gluten-free item. I think Tarte overall is a cruelty-free, vegan, and gluten-free brand. I could be wrong on that, but it is tinted, so it looks nice any time of day that you use it. I do feel like it is a product that you could use, you know, in the middle of the day, as well as you could use it at night. At night, I'm a little more liberal with it. I put it everywhere. In the middle of the day, I try and be, you know, really concise and get it where I want it to be on my lips. I do feel like my lips are super hydrated since using it. Will it replace my Laneige sleeping mask? Probably not. I do like that item quite a lot, but I might give it to my daughter. I mean, that whole strawberry, you know, scent just kind of reminds me of a children's thing, but I do know that it comes in like coconut and grapefruit as well, so that might be something that you're interested in. It is $14 for 0.35 ounces of product. I don't think that's an outlandish amount for a lip mask. I do think it's an outlandish amount for a lip balm. It's not really marketed as a lip balm, but because it's tinted and it's scented and you can wear it anywhere, I feel like it could become a lip balm in most collections, and therefore I think $14 is a little too expensive. Also, the full-size version reminds me a lot of like a Carmex like tube, or maybe a Juicy tube with the hard like applicator, you know, slanted pointed applicator, and I think that that's a little sanitary wonkiness. I much prefer it in like a squeeze tube, but that's just me. That's a personal thing. The next item that I have here is the Benefit 24-Hour Brow Setter. You guys know I am a fan of Benefit. This is what it looks like. I mean, just the packaging on it, like I dream of Genie. Hello. This guy is $23 for 0.23 ounces, and I don't think that that's outlandish, especially when you've got like ABH Clear Brow that costs relatively the same amount of money. I do think that Benefit is a little bit on the more expensive side, even as opposed to, you know, even when compared to a lot of our other high-end brands. This one has the weirdest consistency, first of all, so I'm going to show you this. I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but did you see when I pulled it out, that little like stringer? I mean, it is, I don't know if you guys saw it. I'm hoping that you did. So gross. Please forgive me, but it kind of looks slimy. It kind of looks like drool almost. Which is so gross. It also kind of has a wonky like paddle here. So this is what the brush looks like, and you guys can see it has long bristles on one side and short bristles on the other, and it's flat. It is the weirdest thing. But I really did enjoy this. What I love about it is that it's also got those bristles all the way wrapped around the tip. So you can use the longer side bristles to really comb the product through. You can use the shorter side bristles to really get into like your tail area, or really like kind of move things into the place that you want them, right? So like really cater to the hairs in your brows to get them where they want to be. And then you can use the tip, because it also has the bristles, to really kind of force hair to go where you want them to go. And I really did like that about this. A lot of clear brow gels just have, well, they have ones like this, and they don't, I mean, they're like a mascara one, and they don't really have the bristles at the top that you can utilize to help like maneuver your brows in the way that you want them. I really thought the consistency of it might have been bad, but I just purchased this product, so I knew it wasn't bad. It kind of grossed me out at first. There's that. But I do like it. What I love about it and hate about it is that my brows still feel, it is on today, my brows still feel very natural. They're not like, the ABH Clear Brow Gel really makes them stiff, almost like hairsprayed. This doesn't, but it keeps them in place. But they look more natural utilizing this product than they do the ABH product, because they don't look like they're hairsprayed into place or matted to my forehead. It only comes in clear. It is called the 24-Hour Brow Setter. It is quick drying. That doesn't mean that you can't put more through, because it is clear. It's not going to show up. But unlike the ABH one, if you try and put more of the ABH one through, it kind of gets gummy and gums up, maybe creates like little gel balls. This doesn't do that. It's waterproof, and hence the name, it's a 24-hour wear. I can't attest to 24-hour wear. I don't wear my makeup for 24 hours, but I can attest to the fact that I do love the feeling of it. I do love that my brows feel set, but not pokey and not stiff. And I will continue to use it. I'm actually glad I had a full-size item of this because I will just keep using it. For that person out there that's going to win the box, note that it's a pretty dang good product. We are now going to pull my new samples, which is why I'm trying to maneuver myself out of the camera frame right now. I do get really close to the bins so that you guys can see what I am doing, and I'm going to go set up for that, but then we'll pull some new samples. All right, guys, so this is my sample bins. The first drawer is hair. We do pull 1 from here. Second drawer is skin. We pull 2 from that, and we pull 3 from the bottom drawer, which is makeup. Let's go ahead and open this guy up, and we will pull something out of here. This is an Amika Soul Food Nourishing Mask. So this is our hair care product. All right, skincare. We're gonna pull 2 items out of here. This drawer is always so full. I always talk about that every single time. The first item is the Neutrogena makeup wipes. I actually have a ton of these. So I'll pull out all of them, and we'll use them over the next couple weeks in my sample series. And then the second product, the Garnier Skin Active Soothing Facial Mist. So this is what the packaging looks like, and that is what the little facial mist looks like. Last drawer here is makeup, and we are going to pull 3 samples from here. Right, it looks like we have a mascara. This is the Buxom, it just says Buxom Lash Mascara. I'm interested in that. The next item is this. It is the Bare Minerals Mineral Veil. This is the Becca Opal Highlighter. It looks like this. I think I've used this before, or my daughter got into it. I'm not sure. So, all right, guys, these are my samples for the next couple of weeks. We do have a Garnier Skin Active Soothing Facial Mist. I'm excited that it does have a spritzer on it, but I have found that these little tiny samples are the hardest items to use. These little tiny facial mist spritzer samples. I'm gonna look in my skincare stuff and see if I have a full size of this. I want to say I do. I want to say this looks really familiar. If I do, I'm gonna put this into that giveaway box as well. And if I don't, then we will of course use this. We do have the Buxom. It just says Lash Mascara, so that's this guy, and it looks like its wand is actually pretty freaking big. This is the Amika Soul Food Nourish. Oh my god, I cannot speak. Nourishing mask for your hair. I did get that as my hair product. This is the Neutrogena Makeup Remover Cleansing Towel, and I do have a ton of these, so I will pull all of them out. I will get a good amount of usage over the next couple weeks, and we will talk about them when I come back. We do have the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector in Opal, which I'm excited about. We do have this Mineral Veil in Original by Bare Minerals. I do not have the original one. I do have the tinted one, so we are going to go ahead and open this up and have a go at it. That's it. All right. Thank you so much for joining me today. I do hope that you enjoyed this video. If you're interested in this eye look, I do have it recorded, and it will go up in a video very, very soon, probably within the next couple weeks, so please be on the lookout for that. I think I'm going to title it 90s Love Child Look. I'm just not sure. I am so happy that you guys have joined me today. If you've used the samples that I just got done talking about, or the samples that I pulled for the next couple weeks, please do let us know your thoughts and opinions on them down in the comments section. Please be nice and respectful to everybody's opinion on makeup, because, you know, makeup's subjective and we all have a different opinion, and that's what makes the world go round, and it's so fantastic. I mean, not everybody would do this kind of eye look, and then you probably won't find me doing a whole lot of neutral eye looks, and that is okay. We love it here. We love each other here. With that being said, I do upload content 3 to 4 times a week. I hope that you enjoyed me enough today that you're considering subscribing to my channel, hitting on that notification bell so you're not missing anything. I also hope that you liked this video in particular enough you're considering giving it a big thumbs up. It's free to you. It's totally amazing for me because it tells YouTube that I have a decently awesome video out there and people are watching it. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. Please stay safe out there. Please wear your masks because, you know, we're never going to get out of this if we don't. It's just going to keep going and going and going. And I don't know, to some extent I'm like, come on, 2021, because I feel like it's going to be over. But at the same time, you know, that's not going to go December 31st, January 1, poof, it's all gone. But there are some conspiracy theorists out there saying that that is the truth. So we'll see. Please love each other, but love each other from afar. And until next time, guys, bye.